Trevor, what illegal shenanigans are we doing today?
Just going fishing in a private pond.
Yeah.
We may or may not have permission on.
Yeah. We have in the past, but things have maybe changed. Now they have signs, but we fished here a lot. I fished here a lot. Have you fished here a lot?
I fished the bottom pond a lot.
Yeah, there's two different ponds. We both have fished them a lot over the years, and actually, I've fished them a lot. I've made videos here before. I have yet to ice fish it. There is really big fish in here, but there's also a lot of tiny fish, so we're probably gonna have to deal with that. I predict getting robbed by tiny ass bluegills, but there's giant bass and there's pretty big catfish in here, so, and it's not very big, so we're going on the skipping around from tiny ponds that we're not supposed to be at, trying to find fish in a tiny little mud hole. It shouldn't be too hard. It's usually pretty easy to find something. You can drill 10 holes and cover the whole damn thing. So we're gonna unpack all our shit, go down yonder way. Only have a couple hours. Let's see if we can catch a big one. Let's do this. Trevor, I parked on a snowdrift. Damn glove.
Get the bluegill up now. I'm gonna put a tip up out.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll catch bluegill. You might as well grab a tip up now. Or do you have your tip up? Yeah, I agree. Let's do that. That sounds delightful. Hi. I used to be neighbors with them in high school, Trevor. I doubt they'll remember me, but actually, I don't even remember them. I've checked ice at this pond 3 different times this year. I just have yet to fish it because it's always been unsafe. Yeah, I haven't checked for a while though. We should be good today. I don't know what the hell that was though. And that big bubble. The water is actually kind of clear. It's a miracle. Definitely not as thick as most places, but should be thick enough, bud. What did I do with my other glove? It's probably in the road getting ran over. No, little Timmy glove. Yes, I named my gloves Timmy's too. Confusing. But it's actually not confusing because everything is Timmy. That was fast, bud.
Here's our cut bait.
Yeah? You got a knife? Might as well try it. Even though kitty fish are dickheads, Trevor, you should know this by now. I'm gonna just leave the jigging wrap tied on. See if I can't get something bigger. There's definitely gonna be abundance of tiny bluegills in here, but the bass are rather large. So we'll see if we can get one of those. Just one, maybe 2. Hell, honestly, I'm not gonna complain about 3. I'd really be stoked if we got a kitty cat. I'm not holding my breath because I might die. Because kitty cats are assholes. Right on me, he's almost acting like a bass. I had something on me though that was not acting like a bluegill. Actually, I lied, there's 2 of them. They're definitely bluegill. Is that a good sign when the fish looks smaller than your lure? You just won't eat it. Not really acting like a bluegill though.
Try to catch a really small one and we'll put that on live.
I got a jigging wrap on and a crankbait.
Fine.
Don't count on me, Trevor. I haven't even caught a fish yet. Hey, you wanted a small bluegill? My little bastard's gonna turn into live bait. I can't believe I even caught it on a jigging wrap. Perfect little live bait bluegill. I actually have never caught a bluegill on a tip up, or a fish using a bluegill on a tip up. So maybe today's the day. What are you going for, pike? There's pike in here? Well, Trevor, if you want to catch 2-inch gills, I found the nursery, bud. That's a good thing about the jigging wrap though. You can literally catch fish of all sizes. I haven't used it for a while, but because I have a love-hate relationship with them, but they are good for that, I suppose. Let's try dirt shallow. 4 feet with some weeds. Probably not gonna mark as many fish, but they might be better. A little bit bigger one. Maybe I was onto something, kind of. Definitely not a bass though, but it is a little bit bigger bluegill. In the shallowest hole that I've drilled, big enough that I could hook it and actually feel like I hooked something. Beyond something. There we go. I found some bigger ones, Trevor. They're gigantic. Well, at this rate, I'm probably gonna drill some more holes shallow, because those aren't what we're after, but the fact that the shallowest hole has the biggest bluegills might be saying something. Doesn't seem like there's an oxygen problem in this pond because there is fish out in the center, there's fish shallow, there's fish everywhere, so I don't think the oxygen thing's an issue. Pounding them, Trevor. Catch a few more of these and time to do a little searching, but I'd rather mess with these than the really tiny ones that never really bite, and they are aggressive. No wonder the bass in here are big though, because there's plenty for them to eat. That is for damn sure. We just gotta find a hole with a bass. Or maybe we just need to wait and see if the bass just rolls through. Who the hell knows? Stay tuned to watch me catch a million more tiny bluegills. And that's probably it. Another one. There's another billion of them down there. They're a little bit bigger, but no, they're definitely not giant. Oh, I just had one. Did you see that? That was big, dude. Yeah, I was just ripping my jigging Rap up and down and he just slammed it.
Still down there?
Yeah, damn it, dude. That was not one to miss. I screwed the pooch, Trev. That was so weird. I was literally lifting and falling it in between the bluegills and then a freaking bass grabbed it. And then I get the bluegill. A little bit better bluegill. That definitely was not a bluegill though before. Oh, not a bad bluegill. And when I keep saying there's giant bass in here, I mean it. Boo's personal best came out of here. One of the biggest bass I've ever caught came out of this little tiny puddle. So there is, in fact, large wands. Just gotta weed through the stinkers to get to them and not miss them when you hook them. Cough, cough. I guess at least the bluegills are getting bigger. Not a ton of bass in here, but there's enough that we should be able to catch one. I didn't make it. Got you a present, Trevor. Pretty sure there's a bass down there, but I just keep getting the bluegills instead. I wonder if I snagged a bluegill. I wonder if I actually had a bass or not. Wow, that was fun. He was so deep I could just lift him out. Well, what the hell do we do? Do you still have your big spoon on? Probably smart. Guess I'll try the cranking bait. At least I know I won't get bit by a bluegill, but they're probably still gonna look at it. Sam, hell's going on here? It's growing. I don't know how that fish stayed on. There we go, bud. Oh, baby. Trevor. Pow, bud. That was a disaster. I couldn't get him out, but shallow water on the crankbait and my reel was messing up because if you watched the last video, dickhead dad threw my damn reel in the snow. Nice. That's a good one, dude. Healthy. What do you think? Like 2 3/4 or something?
Yeah.
That's a pretty fish.
Yeah, it is. So thick.
Yeah. He's got some girth and he's got a small mouth too, growing fast.
Slimy and girthy.
I thought I had a bluegill at first. Yeah.
What'd you catch it on?
Crankbait.
Really?
Yeah. All right, well that wasn't exactly my most efficient land job ever. And I had to dunk my whole damn arm in, but not my most efficient release ever, but I'm not very good at that either. Solid 3-pounder probably. Yeah. It actually looked bigger. I bet it was bigger than 2 3/4. I mean, he was fat. Wasn't old long dong of the pond, but we will take it. And I'm gonna get my goddamn mittens because I can't feel my damn fingers. Because I dunked half my arm in the damn lake. We need to find more of those, Trevor.
I was taking a drink and I heard you screaming. And then I just saw you sitting there. And then all of a sudden I saw your arm in the water and I threw my drink down.
Thanks for being there for me, Trevor. I appreciate it. All right, hands are kind of warm. Ish. He just barely touched it, dude. I legitimately thought I had a bluegill.
This hat is great for warmth, but you can't hear shit.
I was starting to wonder if you were just deaf or if you just were sick of hearing me talk. I couldn't quite determine.
I looked up and you were just staring at me.
It's like, Trevor, help me. Trevor did not come to help because he didn't hear a word that I said. Well, fun while it lasted, I suppose. Getting up's gonna be a pain in the dick. I'll make sure none of the stuff falls out. How was it, Trevor?
Pretty slow, other than one bass.
About what you expected?
Yeah.
At least
Good chance at a big fish, but
yeah. Well, that little puddle was about what we expected. 10 billion tiny ass bluegill, but did manage to get one decent bass. But that's kind of how it goes at some of these ponds that are overpopulated with bluegill. You're marking fish in every hole. It's hard to decide where to put the bigger bait in and where the bigger fish is. You can't really tell much from the fish finder, which is annoying. And I'm actually kind of surprised that I even caught the bass, to be honest with you, because it was a shit show. It was a very anticlimactic catch because I thought it was a bluegill and it was in 2 feet of water. My reel was screwing up, and somehow I ended up catching it by sticking my arm all the way down in the hole. But it wasn't a bad one. Definitely wasn't a super big one, but oh well. What the hell do you do? Might have to try down yonder way. Trevor said that sucks about just as much.
yeah.
They're good ponds, open water, but sometimes that doesn't translate to ice fishing, so I might try it, might not. Who knows? Comment down below if you want me to try this shithole behind me, but other than that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to, I suppose. Other than that, I'll probably see you tomorrow because I'm posting every day these days. Bye. Say bye, Trevor.
Bye.